Everybody, welcome to Sports Talk, week number two. I'm your host, Mike Yellak, alongside Dustin Pastula, and there's anticipation here in the studio because there's a Mike Yellak guy who I told you and hyped up last week was going to be on the program. And you know what? He's here. So without any further ado, let's bring him on, Tony Bruno.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Are we live? Are we on?
Yes. You're on. You're on.
There hasn't been this much excitement since Chip Kelly trotted out his offense against the Washington Redskins on Monday Night Football.
Speaking of the Washington Redskins on Monday Night
We're going to jump right into that.
We're going to jump right into that.
That's what a professional does. He sets up the hosts.
There it is.
That's what I do.
We'll just leave you to it. What about that game really excited you?
The first half, I actually said this to my girlfriend, it was almost better than sex. You know, you always have, you go to a restaurant and you have a great meal and you say, man, that's really good.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate question is it better than sex? And most of the time it's no.
Most of the time, yeah.
And that Eagle game, because of how bad the Eagles have been and how long we've been waiting for this, that may have been one of those rare better than sex moments.
Oh, absolutely.
The first half alone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you must not be having that good of a...
No, I have a great sex life. You know, every once in a while, there's an anticipated sporting event that gets close, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
By the way, you like the shirt here? Is this
I like the shirt.
Is this what you give out as lovely parting gifts to drive all the way to Allentown? I just want people to know that I could have been here tonight for the season premiere of the great sports debate on Comcast Sportsnet and made a lot of money. I chose to drive up here for a free meal and a t-shirt.
Because
that's my
we're
dedication.
Awesome people.
Exactly.
And he's an awesome person.
And awesome people should always be together.
Yes. We reek of awesomeness. You smell that, Tony, don't you?
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I had to get that in for all the wrestling fans out there.
Well, the real Mr. Monday Night.
That's right.
The real Mr. Monday Night, 5-0, by the way.
Let me say this to you, Rob Van Dam. Let me tell you something right now. I'm the real Mr. Monday Night. Google Mr. Monday Night.
Google me.
Not Google me. Google Mr. Monday Night. I was Mr. Monday Night when Rob Van Dam was at the ECW, or before the ECW arena, when he was in some CYO hall in Pascagoula, Mississippi, trying to make a name for himself. I was already Mr. Monday Night.
And ladies and gentlemen, your future guest manager
RVD,
Monday Night.
the challenge to late.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Right.
I don't even like wrestling anymore. But that's for all our fans out there.
Yeah, so now, what I have to ask you is this beginner's luck here for Chip Kelly, or are we actually seeing an offense that's going to be able to make some strides here? And are we going to see a team that could even make the playoffs just from this first game alone?
You know, I don't want to be premature, but I did already start building a shrine to Chip Kelly in my apartment after the Monday night game. No, I mean, even he, you know, the interesting thing, you hear what he said Tuesday after the press conference? When they asked him, oh, is this offense the fast offense? He said, no, we were slow. He actually didn't think they ran fast enough.
He said that they could go faster.
Yeah.
Now, again, in the first half, they ran 53 plays. And you're thinking, wow. But then in the second half, they only ran like 24. So they round up with like 77 offensive plays. And everybody, oh, they're on a pace to run 120 plays. So to me, in the second half, they slowed it down and give the Redskins credit. But I don't think he was happy with the pace. The second half especially.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to do that prevent, run the clock, and that's not what they're used to doing.
Especially with the Redskins even making somewhat of a comeback in the second half.
Absolutely. Washington, the Eagles were lucky.
A little bit,
They were lucky that RG3 was not ready to go in the first half.
Definitely not.
And they took advantage of it, got a nice big lead, and then hung on at the end.
Yeah, although at the end of the game, RG3 had more yards than Michael Vick did, and he even had a better completion percentage. He was 61%, Michael Vick was 60%. So,
but I mean, 26 points in the first half. At halftime, it's 26-7. I almost felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then they scored one more touchdown, and that was it.
Yeah.
So it's like, are they themselves, the Eagles, getting tired in the second half? They're trying to catch their breath?
No, I thought when Shady, remember the first series of the second half is when they get the turnover, the great interception by Kerry Williams, who, oh, by the way, he took a lot of heat.
Yeah.
But that guy showed up on Monday night.
Yeah.
He did. He wasn't like Nnamdi Asomugha.
No, he showed up. He did a lot of, a lot of people were down on him. Oh, just go out there and play. He showed up. I was so excited, I offered to drive him to Home Depot to buy him some new sconces for his pack. So that's how excited I was to see Kerry Williams show up. And he played well. I mean, he made some good defensive play. That was a great diving interception.
Right, yeah.
And that interception on the first series of the second half, then the Eagles, Shady McCoy makes that unbelievable run.
That run, he had an open hole and he went for it. He was probably barely even touched. I think a fingertip might have gone.
And 33-7 at that point. Remember, now you're thinking, you come out, you get a score in the first half, and you go up 30. If Washington comes back and scores, and it's 27-14, then
26 to 14.
26 to 14. Then you're thinking, wow, the momentum. But the Eagles go out and score in the first half.
Again, yeah.
In this first play of the first drive of the second half after the turnover, they go up 33-7. So the tendency, I don't care who you are, you're gonna pump the brakes a little bit and try to run off clock. And I think that really hurt them. And Washington fed off that energy, and they got some big plays. And the Eagles are playing that prevent defense, giving them 10 yards on every play. And they got a big break on the fumble recovery, on the Jason Avant play, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah. Which Jason sure hands Avant. I feel like he could be the next big thing in this Eagles offense. Is that possible?
No, he's a solid player. You disrespecting Jason Avant?
I'm being completely serious with this.
But he didn't really have a lot of catches last night.
He did not.
Monday night. He didn't have a lot of catches.
The top
Well, it's about
receiver
time
was
he becomes
Deshaun
something because
Jackson.
it's still like his 10th year. So it's
No,
about
I
time
like
he
Jason.
becomes.
Jason Avant is that third down, give me 10 yards, sure hands guy. He's not going to beat the world. I mean, you look at Deshaun Jackson had a monster game.
Yeah, he did.
He had 101 yards, yeah.
I mean, they didn't even get a lot. They didn't get Casey involved. Zach Ertz didn't have a lot of catches. So we haven't even
Brent Selleck
seen.
had a good performance as well.
Well, Brent Selleck was solid, but we
he had
haven't
2
even
catches,
seen
but,
a lot of guys involved in the offense. Bryce Brown really didn't have
I'm
much.
excited for Zach Ertz. I want to see what he does.
Me too. No, I'm excited. I think 33 points. I said this before the season started, when training camp. Just if you're a gambling degenerate, and many of you probably are if you watch this show or listen to my show, that's why I'm Mr. Monday Night, by the way, not anything to do with wrestling. You bet the over and you sit back and relax.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There's going to be a lot of points scored. That's why when ESPN, the magazine, predicted a 41-0 Washington win, I'm like, that's bath salts. What are they drinking up there?
Yeah.
You think the
Which,
Eagles
by the way,
are they going to get shut out by anybody this year? Is anybody going to shut that team out?
No.
definitely not. Especially not the Redskins,
no.
of all people.
No. I feel like the teams that they play might be the equivalent of the Jaguars. I mean, you look at, we're playing the Chiefs. Now, granted, they played the Jaguars. That's not fair. The Chiefs stink. Then we play the Chargers next week. They stink. Let's be honest.
No, they do stink. And by the way, you know the stat on Phillip Rivers, who was once supposed to be this great quarterback.
Right.
He is the worst fourth quarter quarterback in the last 2 years.
Really?
In his quarterback rating. He has the worst fourth quarter quarterback rating of any quarterback in the NFL.
Wow. Yeah.
And this is a guy who can put up a lot of numbers, but in the fourth quarter, he's like Tony Romo at the end of the season. For all you Cowboy fans out
I
there.
mean, which they kind of showed that too. I mean, the Texans have 24 unanswered points in the butt end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Like
down 21 points. They come back. Everybody was sleeping for that. But here's the interesting thing. Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs who got to win, they're home against the Dallas Cowboys. And we don't need any, I don't know about you guys, you know I'm a Dallas Cowboy hater from birth. We're going to be rooting really hard for Andy Reid.
And then next week,
then Andy Reid and Chip Kelly, Game 3, here on a Thursday night, could both be 2-0 going into that game.
Can you believe it?
Now the Eagles, I don't like to count the chickens before they're hatched. The Eagles should beat San Diego.
Yeah,
they should.
They should beat.
They should.
Yeah.
That game, the Monday night game, was the one. It was a toss-up. Hey, they could win that game, and I said they would because I thought the point spread being when it's a 3.5 spread, that means it's a toss-up. That means even the Las Vegas people think, because all these people are predicting Washington's going to blow them out. The Eagles always play well down there.
Yeah.
And
always
you know
play well.
who didn't predict the Eagles would win that game? Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, yours truly, Mike Yellak.
I'm taking the shirt off then. I'm a Mike Yellak guy, and you picked the Washington Redskins?
Let me
Washington
explain why I
Redskins.
did that.
I picked the Eagles, by the way.
Let me explain why I did that. You're a Tennessee fan.
Doesn't
Let me
matter,
explain
pick
why I
Eagles.
did that. Let me explain why I did that. Because I did not think this offense would get going right away. I thought it would take time, Tony.
But didn't you understand that
No.
RG3
No,
hasn't
it's-
played and he'd be rusty? You think he was going to come out there and throw?
I didn't say that,
That's
but
why
I
I picked
figured
the Eagles.
the Michael Vick, he was going to rear his old head from last year, and that Michael Vick, we all know what the end result is.
Man,
of
I
that.
hate to do it to you. If we had the bump sound effect right here, I'd play. Did you watch this offense in preseason?
Yeah, no.
Did you see the weaponry
He didn't
on
watch
this team?
preseason.
Listen,
That's what
first of all,
I told him.
preseason.
I said that.
The offensive line is intact and healthy. I mean,
I get
everything indicated that the Eagles were going to score. Did I think they were going to score run 53 plays in the first half and score
No.
26 points? No. But I knew they would score points.
But you thought the Redskins were going to score more
They
than
did,
they did.
but they caught the Redskins on a perfect night. They caught RG3 not ready to go.
Right.
And all these experts, oh, he's going to come right out there. They were practicing. He hasn't seen a live game in almost a year.
Yeah, you can't
And you can
compare
tell.
practice to a live
And
game.
even if you're handing it off to Alfred Morris in a drill where nobody's touching anybody, then all of a sudden you get out there on a Monday night and you can't even get a simple handoff.
And then you fumble in the end zone.
Exactly.
I thought
So-
Connor Barwin did really good, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was all over the place.
Michael
last night.
Kendricks had a monster
Yeah.
game. Kerry Williams played great. I thought their
Safety still can't really cover, but
No, they did a pretty decent job.
Well-
They did a decent. I'll tell you, to me, the biggest improvement is special teams.
Absolutely.
Special
And I
teams,
said this in
absolutely.
training. You
Yeah.
can see it, even in preseason games, which really don't show you. But we saw a different attitude on special teams, even in those meaningless preseason games. This is a different attitude on this team, and that's what we've been waiting for.
Speaking of different attitudes, if you want to get when we get into the meatballs of the season, which
When
means
meatballs.
like
He said that last week. We don't know what it means. He's trying to refer
By
to
the way,
the
the
meat
veal
and
piccata,
potatoes.
the veal piccata served here tonight. I want to thank your parents.
we got a roaring round of applause for that.
Roaring round of applause.
Yeah.
Applause. We got veal piccata.
Yeah, we have
Cheese-
buffalo chicken pizza
Buffalo chicken pizza, onion rings, and some beautiful cheese
in
fries.
beer sauce.
And part of a healthy. This is the pregame meal here
Yeah.
on Sports Talk.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you becoming a guest here.
There you go.
Can people be a guest on the program?
Well, they have to be, some knowledgeable. They just can't be any Joe Blow off the street.
Right. And we are doing a different guest third host each week to see
Yeah,
what
really?
permanent
Yeah.
third host will be.
Yep.
Am I auditioning for the potential
You could
permanent
be.
third
You
host
could be.
spot?
A lot of
If you-
viewers here with the.
If you want to schlep your way up here every Tuesday,
I'll tell you, once they finish the Northeast extension between Plymouth Meeting and Lansdale, then I'll be up here more.
did you hear that, folks? 2023,
Exactly.
Tony Bruno will be the third
They've
guest
only been
host
working
here.
on that for the last 20 years. I predict by the time that thing is finished, the Eagles would have won a Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
You know what's
going
going to be really funny? If they finish that this year and the Eagles win the Super Bowl. That's going to be hilarious.
One thing we can guarantee you, it will not be finished. The Eagles have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than the Northeast extension has of being finished.
I'm going to agree with you there.
That's a stone cold guaranteed lock, by the way.
There you go. You heard it right
Oh,
there.
yeah, all right.
Stone Cold. Oh,
Now-
but not Stone Cold like.
Not Stone
Not Steve
Cold.
Austin.
No,
no.
right, of course.
Is he coming back soon, by the way?
Hopefully,
on
him
the record.
and CM Punk want to fight at WrestleMania.
Oh,
The Edge is back now, right?
How did you know that?
I saw a promo. I was watching a paranormal show on Sci-Fi, and they're promoting because they have wrestling like every night of the week now.
Right.
Right.
He's going to be on that Friday night show that they
Yeah.
have on Sci-Fi. What's that called?
SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah,
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
The Edge. I thought he was in U2.
You too.
Yeah, is that the same guy?
No, that's Bono.
No, Edge. Isn't Edge like a guitar player?
Oh yeah.
Is it
Producer,
U2?
back us up. Is that right?
Edge.
Yeah. Edge. Yeah, he doesn't know.
How can you not know, man?
No. Jericho is the lead singer.
Jericho. Fozzy.
Jericho's the lead
You
singer.
like that,
of
you said.
Fozzy.
No, but there's a guitar player named the Edge who's in my major
Right.
rock
Oh,
band.
the Edge.
Yes,
Right.
not the wrestler,
Not
the Edge.
Right.
The real Edge.
Yes.
Right, okay.
You too.
He's one of Bono's guys in U2.
Sonny Ono. Or Sonny Bono. Do you know?
No, yeah, he's there. He was a skiing accident. Not at
Yeah.
Blue Mountain though.
Yeah,
which I love, by the way. I
we-
love the high-speed four chair lift, the high-speed quad.
That's
Watch
good
out for those
four
fingers,
chair lift
no, it's
speed
not,
knowledge
it's
right
one.
there.
It's a four-chair. It's a high-speed four-seat lift. That's what it is.
That's some good high-speed four-chair lift knowledge.
It's
right
a
there.
quad, high-speed quad. That's what it's called.
You really know your ski stuff.
I grew up on Blue Mountain.
Hey, I mean, and you know what? I'm gonna jump off this ski lift here right into another topic here. I want to see.
We're covering it all on the show, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think about the Giants-Cowboys game.
Ugh.
I want to know because the
I was
Giants.
hoping for a tie.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
I-
Now the
was
Giants
really
had 3 receivers over 100 yards. Eli Manning himself threw for 4 touchdowns, 400 some odd yards. but they lost the game. Now, did you see the game or any of the
No,
highlights
I
of the
watched
game?
the whole game.
Yeah, what do you
And
think
all
is
the
the
Cow,
reason
by the way,
for
all
that?
you Cowboy fans, any Cowboy fans watching?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some in the
there's a
emails
lot.
here.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something right now, brother. Let me tell you something right now. You can see it was in the Cowboy.
Yeah, you did a little Hulk Hogan right
Hulk
there.
Hogan was in the box with Jerry Jones, and so was LeBron James.
I saw that.
Yeah,
actually.
bro. The Cowboys had +5 turnovers. That means the Giants gave it up 6 or 7 times. The Cowboys had 5+ turnovers and only won a close game. So while a win is a win, the same thing about the Eagle game. They barely hung on. They got the onside kick and recovered it. The Cowboys were absolutely being done. The Giants were moving the ball up and down the field, and they tried to give the game away. And +5, you should blow somebody out when you're +5 in turnovers.
Oh yeah,
So
there was absolutely no reason that the Giants shouldn't have won that game. They outplayed the Cowboys with ease.
but they turned it over a record number of times.
Are the Eagles the best team in the NFC East then?
Right now, I'm going to
Out
go
of
out
all
on a
those
limb.
teams.
I'm going to go out on a limb right now.
Really?
Absolutely, not because
What?
I'm a homer. Well, they've only played one game.
Well,
It's
yeah,
just one
but I
game.
mean, you don't think it's the
But
Giants?
no, wait a minute. If the rest of the season goes like these games went,
Well-
I really think that the Eagles can win the division. If
Absolutely.
the rest of the season goes,
I'm going to
like
say the
these
Giants
games-
win the division, unfortunately.
Well, when you have 3 receivers that all catch over 100
It
yards,
doesn't matter. They have no running back, okay?
They do?
Who, the Giants?
Yeah.
Who?
David Wilson.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
They just signed Brandon Jacobs today.
I know they did.
Oh,
They
I'm
just signed
worried.
Brandon
Are
Jacobs.
they going to bring
today.
back Derek Ward, too, and
Plaxico Burress.
Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, remember
I
that?
think they're going to get Plexico Burris too.
Well, I mean, he was
Now,
not
listen,
good in his
the
time.
Giants, the one thing I'll say about the Giants, and we've seen this, they can finish 8-8 or 9-7, get hot at the end of the year, and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They've done it.
Yeah.
But they go through stretches where Eli Manning looks like he's on bath salts out there. I mean, seriously, this guy looks lost, he looks confused,
Yeah.
but he's got 2 Super Bowl rings. So while we want to rip him and we're not Giant fans, give the Giants credit, but they looked awful.
Honestly-
they look awful. They go, like last year, they go through stretches where they look like they shouldn't even win 5 games.
Yep.
And then they get hot, and boom, win a couple games, and all of a sudden they're a Super Bowl
I
team.
think Eli Manning is one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks that I've ever seen.
I agree.
And he's got 2 Super Bowl rings, and they boo him up there at Giant
Yeah.
Stadium.
It's ridiculous. Unlike his brother Peyton,
Wow.
7 touchdowns in one game, tied the record. So, are we seeing this a Super Bowl team here?
Best quarterback in history, possibly. I'm not even joking.
Huh?
about
And he's
that.
only got 1
Really?
Super. You know, that's the interesting thing. Would you take Eli Manning over Peyton Manning?
No.
No, absolutely
Well,
not. No
But
way.
you know, Eli's got 2 rings, and everybody bases everything on rings. There are guys with rings in the NFL who stink.
Horrible.
Absolutely, quarterbacks who are just average quarterbacks.
Like Trent
at best.
Dilfer. I know you're friends with him.
I don't want to rip Trent. He's not really friends. We got the same barber though. Trent's the only guy, by the way. Trent Dilfer, the only ESPN Monday Night Football analyst who picked the Eagles. Everybody else, all 15 other people on that show,
Even
all
Boomer?
Boomer, everybody.
Wow.
Susie Colber, our own Upper Dublin girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a Cowboy fan, though. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
That's a violation, I think.
It is a
that-
violation.
yeah. That's
as
cause for
beautiful as she
termination,
is, as
isn't
hot
it?
as she is, and she's a friend. Violation, Susie, if you're watching.
So is
and I know you are.
Is that the attractiveness that keeps the job, or is it?
No, she knows her stuff.
She does. She does.
I know
So-
that, but she's a Cowboys.
It's all right.
That's fine.
Beautiful.
It's still American. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
still
That's
American.
true. And they're America's team,
Well, they're not.
No, they're not.
No.
apparently.
Patriots are America's team now.
I think the Eagles are America's team. You know why? What's the symbol
Highest
of
rated.
America?
Bald eagle.
What's the bald eagle?
Bald eagle.
What
This
cow-
guy right here, Tony.
That's right. That's the symbol of America.
Speaking
See
of
that?
bald eagles, can I say something incredibly random? I just want to let everybody know that I went to Aldi's the other day and a bald eagle flew overhead on
Really?
Arthur Road.
Really?
A bald eagle.
Are you sure it wasn't like a red hawk?
No, it was a bald
red
eagle.
tail hawk?
It was huge. I was not the only person who saw it. It was huge. The entire head was white, clear as day. It was low too. I
Really?
had no idea.
That's some good bald eagle knowledge.
I didn't know
right
they
there.
hung up here in the Lehigh
Neither
Valley.
did I. I said, what the heck is it doing in the Lehigh Valley? I said, it must be a minority
You know, I was
eagle.
probably going over to the, what's the mall? The
Lehigh Valley.
No, not the
South
Lehigh
Mall.
Valley. No, the other mall.
Whitehall Mall.
Whitehall Mall.
You
That's what
mentioned
they
that
were
on the show the other day.
I love the Whitehall
Whitehall
Mall.
Mall.
I love it.
Just
Bethlehem, too. I was in the Bethlehem in the Sands Convention
Music
Center.
Fest.
No, it wasn't Music Fest.
No, it was-
Parafest.
What is that?
Paranormal, baby.
Paranormal Fest.
Paranormal activity, man. What's the matter with
They
you?
had people from The Walking Dead there and
Yeah.
the ghost hunters and stuff.
Why do you need to go to that?
Because it's real.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Because wrestling's fake. Paranormal is real. Remember that.
Yeah.
No, wrestling is. No, wait, hold on.
It's not fake.
People are fake. Wrestling is real.
Exactly. The athletes are real. The outcomes are fake. I'm gonna put it down. But it's spectacular. It's like women. Some are fake, but they're still spectacular.
That's true.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's all about the performance. To get into the last couple topics here.
By the way, it's really hot in here. You guys have a lot of lights in this
there's
studio.
a lot of lights. There's.
No wonder why Yellak's got a tan. Is you sit in here and turn the lights on and get your tan?
There's 8 lights in here, ladies and gentlemen.
There
There's
is. Yeah,
8
there is
lights
actually,
in here.
yes.
There are 8 lights in
The
here.
last time I saw this many lights was at a DUI checkpoint. I think on Route 22.
Can I tell you, I think. Now wait a minute. You make a good point because the first season we did, there were not 8 lights. I think
What are
2
these
lights.
lights on in here, man?
There have been 2 lights added
I'm gonna
every
be all
season.
shiny and stuff. Where's makeup? Do we have makeup on the show?
Well, I mean, did you bring it?
No,
We can
look at-
apply it.
look at me.
Mike is really
You
good.
guys are wearing shirts and ties.
I'm a Mike Yellak guy, man.
Damn right.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I was imitating him, man.
Okay, do it again.
We'll do that later. Get on with it. Or get on with it.
Last topic I want to talk about is, did anybody see the Bills coming so close to beating the Patriots?
I actually did. I'm
You
not gonna
did
lie.
not.
No, because hold on a second. The running back up there,
Folks, rewind the tape of last week. and you can see
C.J.
what he
Spiller?
really-
no, not even C.J. Spiller. The running back that they have. What's his name? I can't remember his name now.
For Buffalo?
Yeah.
Fred Taylor? No, he's not up there
No.
anymore.
He's really good. I know.
Oh,
that.
I know what you're talking
He
about.
must, he must be.
He
There
has
we go.
like dreads.
Oh, you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't
Marshawn
think of his
Lynch.
name.
No. That's
Marshawn Lynch.
Beast
is
Mode.
in-
No, he's in Seattle.
I don't know. It's Buffalo. I
He's
don't-
good. No, he's a decent running back.
He's so good, you don't even know his name.
No, you know why they won? And Danny Amendola, of course, the Patriots went out and signed him. They didn't re-sign Wes Welker. They get Amendola. He gets hurt. Then he comes back and has an unbelievable fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Bills always play the Bengals tough. I mean, the Patriots tough.
Yeah.
That's a division game in Buffalo. So that didn't surprise me that it was a close game. But then you saw what happened. Amendola comes in, and now he's hurt.
Now
and he's out
hurt
for the
again.
next game.
He's out Thursday.
So I
who
love
do you
Danny
agree with?
Amendola, but he's always hurt.
Well, who do you agree with more? I said the Jaguars were the worst team in the league. He said the Bills were the worst team.
No, the Jaguars are clearly
Jaguars,
the worst team.
definitely. Yeah, they got 2
Well,
points.
you did last week. You did say the Bills.
Well, because of their performance in the preseason was horrendous. They
Yeah,
were
but
0-4.
EJ Manuel wasn't healthy. And
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert's horrible.
Blaine Gabbert he couldn't play for Strathaven on a Friday night
By the way, is a local
against
Southeastern
Allen High
football
School, where
team.
you went to high school, right?
When we're horrible. We're the Jaguars of PA.
Really?
And Parkland,
Yeah.
we were like the Bengals.
No, I would say Parkland was a little better than the
And by the way,
Bengals.
my high school, my alma mater,
Where did you go? to high
Newman,
school?
it was Bishop Newman before it became St. John Newman, and it was a all-boys school. Then they merged with Newman Goretti, like a lot of Catholic schools. They're a beast. They're beast mode in South Philly. Newman Goretti, real high school football, chumps.
Chumps.
That's some good
Well,
high school football
chumps.
knowledge, right there.
Exactly right.
When we come back, we're going to get to week number 2 predictions and our viewer emails. Stay tuned. Sports Talk will be right back after this.